So last time we created the common events to replace the image of the event with the image for the specified actor, at least for the overworld, and to present both the face of the actor as well as a specific statement entered in the actor's profile for when you go to interact with them. That was a little bit more advanced than I was looking to do on this channel, but since we've done it, and we'll go ahead and continue, because up next what we're going to do is go ahead and set that all up for all of the other areas that we have to be. So we've got this map has whichever number of events. We need to populate the characters for the other maps as well. We've got the villages for the other seasons, and we've got the buildings that we're going to fill in. So we're going to do both the building interiors and the village maps, getting all of the character events set for that. And I actually have one more common event I want to add. You may remember when I was creating the variables and the switches, I created switches called character mad. The idea is that if a character going through the game survives, there is a chance of them becoming mad, and when they do, they will say something different than the normal statement that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and create a character mad speak common event, which will complement the character speak event. However, we're not going to be as complex as we were with the first one. We're actually going to make this hopefully a little bit simpler. We do need to add 4 more characters though for the way we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to call these mad 1 through 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the same functionality that we did last time in terms of grabbing the profile information and presenting it. So what we'll do is we'll grab, say, the face and the name from the character ID, and then grab the profile data, which will be the text data, from the mad ID. Okay. What else? What other crazy things can we say? There we go. Nice crazy things to say. In order to test, I'm going to go ahead and set a value here. Just for testing purposes, we're going to set mad 6 and 7. just for testing purposes. And we're going to put a branch condition in here. Let me just see, this is ID 7. Let me move this up. Event 12 is going to be the one we want. And then we're going to update this one as well. This is character 6. So if the character is marked mad, we say the mad event rather than the regular speak event. And let's go ahead and create that event. So it's going to be very similar to what we have here, which is why I'm just going to copy this real quick. And we're going to create a new mad ID here, which is going to be set to a range between 37 and 40, because these are the IDs for the characters, excuse me, for the actors in the next section. And we're going to update this. Give me a second, let me bring up the right interface. Here we go. So this brings up the information for just presenting what the character's profile information is. But we have one slightly different thing we're going to do here. So let me and the text, instead of being actor.profile, actually wait, I already grabbed that, didn't I? That gives me which actor ID I want. Yeah, we need those. So let's see. The text is going to be mad actor profile. So very simply what we've done is we've taken the usual interaction, which is to say, identify which actors for that character, identify which components from that actor to take and present. But what we're going to change is the text component is going to be from the random mad actor. In other words, the 4 collections of random crazy things they can be saying. That's going to be the 37 through 40. So we just need that for the profile component, which is going to be the text value. Everything else we just pull in the same way. Same face, same index, same name. The only piece we're changing is the profile data, which is going to be output as text. And this should be immediately evident. So when we go to talk to the mayor, he says pleasant day. When we talk to this guy, he says what the crazy people say. There we go. They've both gone crazy. So that much works, wonderfully. We've got that component completed. Now we just need to update the rest of these characters to be able to have the same functionality. So I'm going to remove our test conditions here so that we don't accidentally propagate that. And then we're going to go through these other areas. Let's see, we've got 6 and 7, so we need 8 and 9. I'm going to go ahead and put them into, I'm going to put number 8 in the store. So when we interact with them, we're going to set event ID, in this case is 4. Character, actually I don't need to set that, do I? I just need to set the character ID to 8. Sorry, I'm doing too many things in my head at once here. Now we can put in the conditional. We're looking at character 8. So, as always, if the character's gone mad, they do mad speak. If the character is not mad, they do normal speak. And we update this to the other mechanism as well. Okay, what is the event ID over there? I do need to clean this out. Event ID 3. Give me a second to look up. I have my notes off to the side here. So let's see. Store manager is ID 4, character 5. There's one more component I would like to add, but I need to figure this out first. So when we go to talk to him, we set our character ID to match this character, which is going to be 5. If character 5, no wait, this is character 4. So it's a little, these numbers are slightly off. Let's change this. Character ID is 4. So same as all the other characters. You go up, he tells you crazy stuff if he's crazy, non-crazy stuff if he isn't. This is ID 3. So we'll set event ID to 3. We set character event, or character ID to 4. And we call comment event update event image. There we go. Else, I know what I want to look for is erase event, but I don't know if I can only apply that to myself or I can apply that to another event. This is going to be essentially inverted. Store active now means disable. So this should give us character 8 in the store. This should give us shopkeeper. There's 9. Did I put 8 here? I did put 8 there. What's the ID number now? 6. I'll actually change this to on. Let me read what I'm doing before I start messing with that piece. Okay. Say bar master is character 4, or actor 4, character 3. Character 3. Not dead, but mad. We call Crazy Talk event. Otherwise we call regular event. The bar master is ID 4 for event 4. I got this wrong to begin with. Character ID 3 is equal to 4. Let me just check this again. Event 4. Reset event 4. Character 3. And call the image event. Now the second one is going to be character 2 ID 3. Which event ID is it? Event ID 5. So event 5 is what we're working with. Excuse me. Event ID 5. And we're going to set character ID to 2. And then we call image updating event. And save. So that updates those two. We've got 8 and 9 here. While I'm thinking about it, I want to update this one. We've got 6 and 7 here. Actually, it's okay if he shows up in both epub/in. Yeah, because that's character 8 information, that's fine. Let's update character 9. We set character ID to 9. Check to see if they're crazy. And if they are, we call Crazy Talk. Otherwise we call Normal Talk. And we're done. That one's already updated there. So we have 8 and 9 as well. Okay, 8 is event 6. So event 6, character 8. Event 6, character 8. update image. And finally, event 7, character 9. Event 7, character, come on mouse, there we go, 9. And then call image update event. So that finishes that there. Let me update the church. Let me clear out what he's going to say. Change the character ID to 1. This guy's number 1. Character 1 mad. Conditional. Mad speak. Non-mad speak. I'm leaving him as existing even if he has no image, because that way he can just be a ghost if you randomly run into him, because having a ghost priest would be kind of interesting. Character 1 as actor 0, that's correct. We change this out. We drop this switch. Which event ID? This is probably just 2, right? Event 2, yes. So we set event ID to 2. Character ID to 1. And we call the event to update the image. So that should give everybody in the first village a place to be. So we've got oh, I need to update this guy.
Is everybody up?
Okay, so this guy's number 5. We set the right piece there, but let's go ahead and add the conditional. If the mayor's gone crazy, we call crazy speak. If the mayor isn't crazy, call regular. And we drop this one here. And we set this to erase event. In other words, if he's not actually there, so I do need to add setting the switch for the mayor event. a second. That should actually be in the else. So if the mayor isn't the mayor, then we just disable him. Now let's go and meet our villagers, shall we? Okay. That is surprisingly fitting. Okay, the innkeeper isn't talking to me. That's interesting. So I need to update the priority on that. Well, she's in the right place at least. But I need to figure out what's up with her image. He's blocking the way. Come on. Okay, I need to update a few things on these guys. So first off, the store. I never did set creating the other character. So ID 4 character 8. Let's go ahead and add event ID 4 character 8. The ID 4 character 8. Give me a second. Character ID 8. And then we'll just add the common event for updating the image, which is this one here. So that should set her up. Her priority is set correctly. The one whose priority is not set correctly is these guys. This needs to be set to action button, same as character. Action button, same as character. And then I just need to update the priest. Then we have the priest at the church. Why can... Oh, let me turn off through. That's why he could walk through. And that will go ahead and update them. Next up, let me think about which ones we need in the other places, because we're going to have to account for if these people basically just aren't there. I'm going to add more people to the pub and a couple more people wandering around, at least for summer. Excuse me. But for the initial setting, we're going to go ahead and copy the mayor event to both summer, well, it's more than both, autumn and winter. Let's see, he is now event ID 17. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. We're just going to deal with the mayor first. So we're going to have our little guidance person here. Mayor is still event 17 on this map, so that's good. How about this one? Still event 17. Still event 17. Okay. So the mayor at least is going to work consistently. Next, we just need to check that we can get our initial people here. This is character 6. We're going to bring character 6 with us. To all of these maps, and we're going to update their ID. So character 6 right now is ID 19. Character 6 ID 19. Next map, character 6 is ID 19. Character 6 is ID 19. And are they still ID 19? Yes, they are. So that works. And that means that this guy here, character 7, should be ID 20 across the board as well. Yep, still ID 20. Still ID 20. Still ID 20. Okay, so we have the basic overworld characters are set. They're going to be in the same places no matter what. I'm going to need to add additional events for the shopkeeper and other stuff if they're not there. Let me go ahead and do that because that's going to be within the stores. Shopkeeper is character 4. If character 4 is not actor 5, in other words, is not the shopkeeper, we disable the shopkeeper, and then I need to create a new event for whoever this is, which is going to be character 4. Same as characters. Let me see. How does this work? This is going to be shopkeeper. This is store. So it only exists if the store is there. We're going to set character ID to 4. We're going to see if character 4 has gone crazy. And then we're going to do the usual, if they're crazy, they do the crazy speak event. If they're not crazy, they do the non-crazy speak event. And let's see, this is ID 5, event ID 5. So I set event ID to 5. I set character ID to 4. And then I update image. In the pub, we've got, let's see, character 3. I'm going to put character 3 over here. Make them tied to whether or not the pub is online. And do the same thing. We set the character ID to 3. We check to see if they're crazy. Come on. Character 3. And if they are, they talk crazy. If they aren't, they speak regular. And that's it for them, really. But this ID is event 8, character 3. So here, we set the event ID to 8. We set the character ID to 3. Come on. And we update image. Then the innkeeper. But we need to update anyway. Inactive. Erase event. But normally, let's see, the character ID for the innkeeper. Innkeeper is actor number 3, so that's character ID 2. Number 2. Hold on. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. We need the loop to check to see if character 2 has gone crazy or not. Character 2. Here is the branch. Call crazy. Call non-crazy. We just double check that we've got it there. And let's see, that was character 2, right? Character 2. So same. Actually, I can just copy and paste this one here. Because she's going to be doing the exact same thing. But the ID is number 9. So we update event ID number 9. Character ID of 2. And then image updater event. And that should cover all of the characters. Oh wait, there's one character more. So we've got the overworld characters, 5, 6, and 7, and all environments. We've got the shop, which has characters 4 and 8. We've got the pub that has characters 3, 2, 8, and 9. I just need to fill in the church. Which character ID is this? I believe this is character 1. Yes, character 1 is the only one I'm missing. So I'll create a new character 1. I'm going to do it the same way as the other one. Because, this is the church. It's going to be spooky. Character 1. So even if there is not a definition of whether or not the priest is there, there's going to be the ability for people to interact with this event and just be generally spooked by it. So there will be no image if the character doesn't match, but we add the branch. Give me a second, what ID is this? Event 4, character 1. So event 4, come on mouse, event ID 4, character ID 1, and then image updater. So we'll run this through once more just to make sure that this all updates cleanly. My goal for this session is just to make sure that our character instantiation events work. I need to clean that up. Yeah, that does definitely work as being creepy, so that's good. Let's go visit the store. Does this guy work? He still doesn't work. Why not? So everybody's working except the storekeeper. So let's update him. I'm pretty sure I know what's wrong. Yep, this needs to be set to action button and same as character. So let's verify that worked. Does he talk? He does. Okay. So the instantiation events for the 4 villages, for the 3 buildings, anyway, the ones that we're working on so far, are all functioning appropriately. There is one more piece to work on here, and that is going to be sending people to the other areas. That's going to be the cave. Let me go ahead and get the cave transfer set up, because that's actually really, really simple. We're going to create a new event here. Let's see, what tile did I use for that? I used an actual tile to produce the little altar thing there. Oh, that's right. I get to use all the tile sets, don't I? Where's tile set A? Okay. Let's see if I can find... Here we go. It was this. Action button, same as characters. Show choices. What's the second game? Okay. Pretty sure there's no faces that I can use to show a brick. Here we go. We'll go with the Grim Reaper. Where is it? Transfer player. Secret game will transfer you to the game board right about there. Same one here. Transfer to right about there. Transfer right about here. I'm not sure if we can see everything if we do that, but at least it will work. Let's verify that quickly. Just check to make sure all the transfers work. So let's go visit the cave. Okay. Okay, that one works fine. That one's fully visible. Next one. So we race to our little cave. That one's fully visible. That's acceptable. And the one I'm curious on, I have a feeling this may be just a little too large for this game. Ooh, just barely makes it. Okay, that'll work. It's tight, but it'll work. Because I can see the middle one is right there. That will work. Okay. If I pull them in one, it'll be even better. But there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it with that. What we've accomplished this session is all of the character instantiation events are set for characters 1 through 9. We have the variations of the townspeople, whether they are townspeople or not, and we have the transfers for the game board. So, yeah, we're also taking into account mad versus non-mad voice patterns. So yeah, so next session we'll be working on um, getting the actual game systems to work. We've got 3 different games. We can just focus on them for now. Because after the games we will have a transition event in the graveyard, followed by visiting the new village. But yeah, next session will be focused on implementing the games for the game board. So with that, I shall see you next time. Bye.